You possess immense spiritual power within you, a power that can transform your life by awakening you to your true, limitless nature. When you utilize this power, a major change occurs in your consciousness, liberating you from self-imposed limitations and fears. It opens your eyes to infinite possibilities, making the impossible possible as you realize you are the creator of your reality. However, there are forces that don't want you to recognize this spiritual power. They want to keep you disconnected from your true essence, because an awakened individual is much harder to control or manipulate. Throughout history, efforts have been made to keep people in the dark about their boundless inner potential. This video is not about pointing fingers or placing blame. Instead, it's about empowering you with the understanding that you possess an incredible spiritual force, a power so profound that it has the ability to transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. So let's discuss the reasons why they might not want you to know about your true spiritual power and how you can transcend any limitations imposed upon you. 1. Fear of your awakening. There are those who fear the ripple effect that could occur if too many people awaken to their true spiritual power. An awakened individual is harder to control, harder to manipulate, and harder to keep confined within the boundaries of societal norms. When you tap into your innate power, you become a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of light that inspires others to follow suit. Those who seek to maintain control often operate from a place of fear. They fear the loss of their authority, the erosion of their influence, and the potential for their carefully constructed systems to crumble. An awakened populace is a threat to their agenda, as it challenges the very foundations upon which their power is built. However, it's important to understand that this fear is rooted in their own limitations and lack of understanding. They cannot fathom the true extent of your spiritual power because they themselves have not yet unlocked it. Their fear stems from the unknown, from the vast potential that lies within each and every one of us. 2. Keeping you in a state of disempowerment. Another reason they might not want you to know about your spiritual power is that it serves to keep you in a state of disempowerment. When you're unaware of the vast reservoir of energy and potential that resides within you, you become easier to control and manipulate. You're more likely to conform to societal expectations, to blindly follow the herd, and to accept limitations that are imposed upon you. By keeping you disconnected from your spiritual essence, they can more easily convince you that you're powerless, that you're at the mercy of external forces, and that you have no control over your circumstances. This disempowered state serves their agenda, as it creates a population that is more compliant and less likely to challenge the status quo. The truth is that you are far from powerless. Within you lies a wellspring of divine energy, a connection to the infinite source of creation itself. When you tap into this power, you reclaim your sovereignty, your ability to shape your reality, and your capacity to create the life you truly desire. 3. Maintaining the status quo. There are those who have a vested interest in maintaining the status quo, in preserving the existing power structures and systems that have been in place for generations. They fear the potential disruption that could occur if too many people awaken to their spiritual power, as it could challenge the very foundations upon which society is built. When you're disconnected from your spiritual essence, you're more likely to accept the status quo as an immutable reality. You may believe that the way things are is the way they've always been and the way they'll always be. This plays right into the hands of those who seek to maintain control, as it perpetuates a cycle of complacency and acceptance. However, when you awaken, you recognize that the world around you is a manifestation of collective thoughts, beliefs, and energies, and that by shifting your own consciousness, you have the power to influence and transform the world around you. 4. Keeping you focused on materialism. In a world that often places a premium on material possessions and external validation, there are those who would prefer to keep you focused on the pursuit of physical wealth and status. By distracting you with the allure of material gain, they can divert your attention away from the true richness that lies within your spiritual essence. When you're consumed by the desire for material things, you become disconnected from your inner truth, from the deeper aspects of your being that transcend the physical realm. This disconnection serves the agenda of those who seek to keep you focused on the material world, as it prevents you from tapping into the boundless potential that resides within your spiritual core. When you realize your spiritual power, you know that prosperity and abundance go beyond the physical. You come to understand that the material world is a reflection of your inner state, and that by cultivating a deep connection to your spiritual essence, you can manifest abundance in all areas of your life, not just financially, but also in terms of love, joy, fulfillment, and overall well-being. 5. Continuing a cycle of fear and limitation. There are those who operate from a place of fear and limitation, and they often seek to perpetuate this mindset in others. By keeping you trapped in a cycle of fear and scarcity, they can more easily control and manipulate you, as fear is a powerful tool for disempowerment. When you're consumed by fear, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of not being good enough, you become paralyzed, unable to tap into the full extent of your spiritual power. You may doubt your abilities, question your worth, and settle for a life that falls far short of your true potential. You overcome these limiting beliefs and anxieties when you awaken to your spiritual power. You realize that fear is a mental construct that doesn't exist in your divine essence. You realize that you can do everything you put your mind and heart to, and that your only constraints are those you create for yourself. 6. Keeping you trapped in a victim mentality. There are those who would prefer to keep you trapped in a victim mentality, convincing you that you're powerless in the face of external circumstances and forces beyond your control. By perpetuating this belief, they can more easily maintain their hold over you, as a victim mindset breeds complacency and a lack of personal accountability. When you're caught in a victim mentality, you give away your power to external circumstances and situations, allowing yourself to be buffeted by the winds of change without any sense of control or agency. You may feel helpless, resigned to a life of suffering and struggle, believing that you have no choice but to accept the circumstances that have been handed to you. When you realize your spiritual power, you regain your sovereignty and realize you create your world. You know you can create the life you choose and overcome any hurdles. After overcoming victimhood, you take full responsibility for your thoughts, attitudes, and behaviors and their effects on the world. 7. Promoting a culture of conformity and suppression. In many societies and institutions, there is a prevailing culture of conformity that discourages individuality and self-expression. Those in positions of power often seek to maintain control by promoting a sense of uniformity, where deviating from the norm is seen as a threat to the established order. When you're caught up in this culture of conformity, you may feel pressure to suppress your true essence, to dim your light and to conform to the expectations of others. You may find yourself compromising your values, beliefs, and authenticity in order to fit in and avoid being labeled as an outsider or a troublemaker. When you awaken to your spiritual power, on the other hand, you start to love what makes you special and see the beauty in being yourself. As you know, conformity is a form of self-imposed limiting. You know that by breaking free from these social norms, you can reach your full potential and live a true, meaningful life. 8. Perpetuating a cycle of self-doubt and unworthiness. There are forces at play that seek to perpetuate a cycle of self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness within the collective consciousness. By convincing you that you're not good enough, not deserving enough, or not worthy of the abundance and joy that life has to offer, they can more easily keep you trapped in a state of disempowerment. When you're consumed by self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness, you may find yourself settling for less than you deserve, accepting mediocrity, and living a life far below your true potential. You may doubt your abilities, question your worth, and resign yourself to a life of struggle and limitation. However, when you awaken, you begin to recognize the inherent worth and beauty that resides within you. You understand that you are a divine being, deserving of all the love, abundance, and joy that the universe has to offer. You let go of self-limiting beliefs and embrace a sense of self-confidence and self-love that allows you to live your life to the fullest. 9. Keeping you distracted and disconnected. In our modern world, there are countless distractions vying for our attention, from social media and entertainment to the constant barrage of information and stimulation. Those who seek to maintain control often capitalize on these distractions, using them to keep you disconnected from your spiritual essence and focused on the superficial aspects of life. When you're caught up in the whirlwind of distractions, it becomes increasingly difficult to find stillness, to connect with your inner truth, and to cultivate a deep relationship with your spiritual self. You may find yourself constantly seeking external validation and stimulation, never truly fulfilling the deeper longings of your soul. Contrary, when you awaken, you learn to tune out the external noise and distractions and instead turn your attention inward, connecting with the stillness and wisdom that resides within you. By doing so, you gain clarity, purpose, and a deeper sense of fulfillment that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the material world. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.